welcome to Regan's Rants and Raves. My name is Ellie. I am your hostess with the mostest. And today we'll be ranting about, maybe even raving about, 2020's Underwater.
Maybe.
If you have not seen this movie yet, that's not really my goddamn problem. There are hella spoilers in this podcast, as you already know. That's just a fucking given.
That's what we do. We like to talk about the movie, not, hint at the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not playing, This isn't a Marvel movie. We don't
not
have
playing
to be
these
careful.
games! Thanos isn't here to demand our silence this time.
People still can't talk about Endgame. I literally got yelled at work the other day for talking about Endgame. Well, I haven't seen it yet. That's not my fucking problem that you haven't seen it yet. You had your moment. Like the first 6 months, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody steer clear of the internet.
When it's still in theaters, okay. But you haven't seen the $2 billion movie yet?
Yeah, that's not my fucking issue.
It's your fault for existing the way that you choose to.
I mean, it's true. So first off, why don't we talk about our week?
Yeah?
We had a very kind of exciting week.
Kind of.
By exciting, I mean mediocre at best.
Yeah, but just seeing this movie had some kind of exciting circumstances behind it.
Yeah, we got to see it early via the Alamo.
Yeah.
Which was pretty, early as in not on the Thursday, early as in, on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was an early screening, and the stars just kind of aligned that we had that opportunity. I just happened to get that day off, and
I stayed awake really late.
Yeah.
It was great.
I guess the stars weren't really completely aligned since our area also got hit by a snowstorm the night before. And
oh my god.
All of the roads were ice, so...
There are still, where I live, there are still patches of just solid ice. So when I'm taking my dog out on a walk, we slid the entire way.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was awful. Because he started to pull, and then I started to, slide, and it was an entire ordeal. I hated it. I hate the snow. Especially hate the ice.
I mean, I like the way it looks. I don't like having to exist around it.
Exactly. It's really, when for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's we're in a snow globe. Wow, look, it's happening. And then it's just irritating as shit.
So yeah, we got to see this movie a few days earlier than most people. And one of the other things that was touted along with the early screening was a live stream Q&A with the cast of the film.
Yeah, and they never really kind of explained how that was going to be fucking set up.
Yeah.
Because we knew it was a live stream, but was it happening in all the other Alamos too?
Yeah.
Is that why it was so late for us? So that way it could...
I think so, yeah. Because that
had to have happened in, Los Angeles or
around it was literally just Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But there were only 23 people watching it, so I think it was just the 23 Alamo theaters.
And then they were streaming it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't explain that too well. They just said live stream with, I think they just said Kristen Stewart. Because I thought that was in, the thing. Also with live stream with Kristen Stewart. Wow!
Yeah.
And that's all they fucking said, I thought.
Yeah, that's what it said on the tickets that we bought. But then, you look at, the poster for it, and it says live stream with Kristen Stewart and Vincent Cassel and some other cast member. And Vincent Cassel wasn't even at the live stream, as it turns out. So, whatever. It was still pretty cool.
And neither was TJ Miller.
That's okay.
Because I thought, yeah. Because I thought that he was also billed on that thing.
Yeah. I think he might have been. Yeah. Yeah, he was, yeah.
He also got top billing, and he was second. I think he was right under Kristen Stewart when it came to billing.
Wow.
I thought.
Yeah.
Somebody has to correct me on that. But he was also not in the movie. He was only in there halfway.
Yeah.
So that really confuses me. He was just a big name, so I guess they stuck him on there.
Yeah. He had a pretty cool death, though.
He did Deadpool. 2 of them.
So who do you see playing this TJ Miller type of role? Well, it might surprise you, but I was kind of thinking we might get TJ Miller. Okay. All right, I'll see what strings I can pull.
Who's in the movie? Kristen Stewart. I'll be there.
He does have a fantastic description for her when their characters meet.
She was the biggest name in this movie.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
obviously. It's cool to see her in a big movie like this again. Because after the Twilight saga ended, she kind of just focused on smaller
indie
side
movies.
of film. Yeah.
She did indie movies and a lot of French films.
Yeah, she won the French equivalent of an Academy Award.
Do you know what that's actually called?
I'll put the name in post, but I remember reading up about it. It's just a fun card to pull out when people complain about her being a stiff actress. Like, no, she's actually like objectively incredible.
She was in.
So you just need to watch more than Twilight.
And that's not Twilight wasn't her fault.
No, but like everybody.
Bella Swan is written that way.
Yeah.
Like she's written as a
flat character who you're supposed to project yourself onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was literally the whole fucking point.
That's the whole conceit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can't get any.
What's her
deeper than
personality? What would you like it to be?
Yeah. Which I mean, if you think about it, it could be cool.
Yeah.
In a way.
Because
every person was seeing that story through her eyes.
But at the same time, it's not a role playing game. It's a novel.
Yeah.
So maybe you should actually write a character.
No, I'm not giving her any props. I'm just saying that it could have.
But
if you do it the right way, it probably could have been neat.
But yeah, the point of this little tangent is don't judge anybody who worked on Twilight for Twilight, because nobody who worked on Twilight enjoyed doing that.
She was real hot in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
like
gonna drop that
short hair, bleached blonde.
You see her in her underwear a lot.
Yeah.
But like the underwear moments made sense to why she was in her underwear.
Sometimes, yeah. There was just one scene where
I felt like they weren't just in there just to be like, well, here's her in her underwear. I gotta get you in here somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the movie opens up with her like brushing her teeth. So it's like
she looks like she had just showered.
Yeah. She's got her sweatpants on and her sports bra. She's monologuing over it, and then everything goes to shit. So
it is if you if you made aliens but with mermaids.
Yeah. No. Okay. So yeah. Let's talk about like first time that we saw this trailer was when we were watching a movie in a theater, right?
I don't remember which movie, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw it because this is the only way I see trailers now is if
you don't look them movies,
up. Yeah. And I thought, wow, that looks like another Alien ripoff, but like a good one.
Yeah, because that's what I was like. This kind of reminds me of Aliens.
Yeah.
That's what I honestly thought it was. I'm like, they're making another Aliens movie? Because I didn't realize it wasn't in space until like a couple clips into the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that is.
It looked like it.
Yeah. It borrows a lot of the same aesthetic from Ridley Scott's Alien and James Cameron's Aliens, and also but the movie's very proud of this too. Like it's not trying to hide the fact that it's inspired by these sci-fi classics. Like I think it wears its inspirations on its sleeve.
Yeah.
Like even with Kristen Stewart's character, like just the fact that her hair is almost shaved down to her scalp reminds me of Alien 3's Ripley. You know. And the general aesthetic of it is very Aliens inspired. Just the basic story of facility in remote location attacked by mysterious creatures.
So it's just right up your alley, Alec.
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
what you're telling me?
Yeah, but it's
that this movie was built for you.
I mean, like, not necessarily, but like I just appreciate that the movie's so open about it. You know.
But the fact that this wasn't this could technically not be sci-fi horror is what's kind of startling. Is that we really don't know what's down there.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of imagining.
Yeah.
There's a lot of imagining that could be done.
Well, let me throw a fact out at you. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. And them studying it, them being scientists and going down there and studying it makes sense.
Yeah, all the characters are engineers and stuff. Yeah.
It all made sense. They weren't just, in space. Yeah. I don't know. It all made sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I liked it the most. Because I didn't find any plot holes necessarily.
Yeah.
Not like right out in front of my face. Anyways.
Right. But it's not really a movie that I'm like really trying to pick apart either. Like I think it's a little entertaining movie with
I'm so good at doing that.
Yeah.
Picking everything apart because I can't enjoy
it. Just comes naturally.
I just can't enjoy anything, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
But you seem to be enjoying this movie a lot when we're watching it.
Oh yeah.
In the theater, yeah.
And for me to like a creature feature is really, it doesn't happen very often.
I think it helps that it actually takes its time before getting to the creatures.
Yeah.
Like one of my problems with the movie...
We didn't see them for a while. You almost didn't know if it was a creature film or not.
Yeah.
Because they all thought it was like an earthquake, which made sense. You being at the very bottom of the ocean, you're touching the surface of the earth.
It's also an oil drilling operation, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's all very possible that it was an earthquake.
Yeah.
That they may have even been responsible for.
Which is, drowning is a huge fear in itself.
Yeah.
And
one of the worst ways to go. Just wait for your lungs to fill up with water and then continue being alive for 2 more minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a horrible fear in itself. And then you add, they're like things that are going to eat us while we're down here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So we could either die this way or this way, and there's a very slim chance of actual survival. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like the movie, that is one of the cool things, is that the movie, like, it keeps reinforcing the fact that sort of anybody coming out of this alive is so slim.
Yeah.
The chances of that. Because, like, all the escape pods in the main facility that they start in are either destroyed or gone.
Yeah, because people, get the fuck out of Dodge rather quickly.
They did we missed the opening credits, but during the opening credits, they were doing a lot of setup, just facts, like the pressure that's 7 miles beneath the surface of the ocean. It's like 4 tons per square inch.
I mean, it's kind of like similar when you're getting into high altitudes.
Yeah.
The amount of pressure, it's almost so hard to breathe.
Yeah.
People climbing Mount Everest, that's always a thing that they say, is that it gets to a certain point where you start to not be able to function that well. Yeah. And I would assume it'd be kind of the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, the big thing about that, just the pressure at that depth.
With that amount of water.
Yeah. Is one of the first deaths that we see.
Isn't that funny that we are pretty much made up almost entirely of water, the human body is, and yet that is one of the things that you have too much of it, or there's too much of it. Yeah. Yeah. Easy way to die. Isn't that great?
Yeah. I mean, water itself is one of the most weirdly fascinating substances that we constantly use. Yeah. For different reasons. I don't want to get into all of that tonight.
Why not? Science lesson.
Okay, well...
no, I'm kidding. Don't.
So this movie does wear its inspirations on its sleeve. And I thought that just kind of stopped and started at the Alien movies. Mm-hmm. But then I'm watching the movie, and then there's this big reveal with, like, 20 minutes left. And I'm like, okay, there's another little inspiration that it's got there. We talk about spoilers. I'm just going to say it. A fucking Cthulhu-like creature is... Yeah,
I immediately said that in the theater. I'm like,
literally, like, skyscraper-sized, tentacle-faced. It's got fins on its back that look like wings.
It could, yeah. I immediately thought Cthulhu, just the way that it looked. Or it could just be, like, a fucking huge-ass squid.
Yeah. And, like, the main creatures that are like 2 or 3 times the size of a person.
Are those its babies?
I think they're just, like parasites on it. Like, remember Clover from the Cloverfield movie, and, like, it had those parasites that fell off of it? I think it was something like that, maybe. Okay. But, I don't know. Like, there's a lot with this movie. It's like, I don't think you're supposed to really question the biological science behind it.
But I kind of think it's a movie about science. Like, maybe we kind of are supposed to be...
I don't know. Like, if we're going to get into that, then why the fuck are these, like, deep-sea, subterranean creatures humanoid? But I digress.
That's why I was saying they're mer people. Yeah. They're, like, the horrifying version of what mer people would look like. Yeah. They're not, Little Mermaid. This is what it probably would actually look like if that was a real thing that happened. Yeah. And that's what...
Like, it's pretty neat creature design. They're very translucent skin. You can see their bones and their fibers stretching whenever they do anything. They can swallow a person whole.
Like a snake.
Yeah. Like, they easily stand, like, 12 to 15 feet tall.
The same height as, like, when you're watching Aliens. Like, that same height.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's really cool creature design, and then you throw in the fucking Cthulhu thing at the end.
What the fuck?
It's like, what the fuck? Because they do a little bit of setup earlier. Like, the event that causes the facility to get fucking destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think a lot of small creatures could really do that. And then they look out a window and see like one of the deep sea drills just flipped over, and they say, "That thing weighs 6,000 tons. What could do that?" Well, I think an earthquake could do it, but
that's
yeah,
a logical thing.
Yeah, but no, it was Cthulhu, the preacher of the old ones, and yeah.
Which I don't know if that's actually what they're calling that.
No, like they don't even have a name for the main creatures. They just call it the underwater creature in like all the marketing.
Yeah.
And then you get to Cthulhu at the end. So with those inspirations, like even the Alien movie, at least the first one, takes a lot of inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft's cosmic horror.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fear of the unknown and how minuscule our very existence is and the vastness of the cosmos.
We are nothing.
Yeah.
We should feel like nothing.
Exactly. It's a very, very nihilistic point of view that...
But it's horrifying to people.
Yeah, exactly. It feeds
Feeling
into that
like
horror.
nothing.
Yeah. And that's what H.P. Lovecraft's horror was all about, eventually. Like, he developed that. So Ridley Scott's Alien took a lot from that, like coming across the derelict ship and like, how old could this be? This is like nothing we've ever seen before. And there's suddenly this fucking creature. First they find the space jockey, which we would later find out are engineers.
Yeah.
This massive creature that's also who knows how ancient and how long dead. And it's carrying this cargo. Who knows what the fuck it is? Oh, fuck, it's alive. Oh, fuck, it's on this guy's face. Poor John Hurt. And slowly this unknown part of the universe just destroys everyone around Ellen Ripley. And there's nothing that she can really do.
No.
So there's a lot of H.P. Lovecraft's cosmic horror going on there. It's been discussed at length by people a lot smarter than me before.
Oh, yeah.
And so I wasn't expecting direct H.P. Lovecraft inspiration in this movie that was also inspired by Scott's work.
The big thing that I noticed, the comparison between the two, is the really strong female presence.
Yeah.
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 Kristen Stewart's Ripley is the original badass.
Yeah.
And then you got Kristen Stewart, who did a goddamn good job. Yeah, that was the biggest comparison that I made. Yeah. It was like you had
I think they clearly
this incredibly smart woman who didn't, have a love interest in this movie. Didn't fucking need one. Yeah. Star Wars. Didn't fucking need one. And the movie didn't affect anything because she didn't have that. Yeah. Like apparently horror movies think that we need.
I did get that for most of the film, but then we get some inklings of her backstory, and
that's why she was so detached. Okay with dying.
Yeah. And why nobody knew her before everything went down, because she just kept to herself. Yeah. She was detached from everyone else.
So, technically she did have a love interest. It just wasn't he wasn't in the movie.
Yeah. It just informed her character a little bit more. Yeah. Which I think is fine.
It gives her a lot more of a reason of why she did what she did, because she doesn't have anything to go back home to. So might as well, she supported these two people being in love, sent them away, and went down with the ship as the captain should.
She did take command there, yeah. But like that, her backstory also informs those other characters' stories as well. Yeah. Like when she decides to sacrifice herself and send up, I can't remember the actress's name. She hit her. Even punching her in the face. Yeah. So that she would go up. It's all to motivate.
Her name's Jessica.
Jessica Henwick, yeah. Mm-hmm. Who's phenomenal. She's been in some other cool stuff. She was in Iron Fist, I think.
She was in Star Wars.
There's some really interesting stuff going on with how they use men to motivate women in a way that's not really entirely misogynistic. Yeah. I think. And at the end of the day, it's still women motivating women.
It is.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool too. Yeah. It's in horror movies, you don't see that a lot.
And when you do, it's very exploitative. It is. Like I Spit on Your Grave, stuff like that.
I Spit on Your Grave is exploitative for a lot of other reasons besides just that. But that's another podcast for another day. We'll do that eventually.
Eventually. That'll be fun.
But no, like I've always looked up to Kristen Stewart, but this movie really reaffirmed my feelings about her being, and who she is, and be like, wow, she's really fucking talented.
Yeah.
Really talented. And people need to not, because I bet you any money there's going to be a bunch of people who'll be like, oh, Kristen Stewart's in it, and I'm not going to go fucking see this movie because the internet has decided to do what the internet does and take a poor girl's career and ruin it.
Yeah.
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 Star Wars. But I was so pleasantly surprised with the fact that I like this movie.
Yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, it's a solid, fun little flick.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna move mountains or anything, but like
no, but I did find myself questioning just like the production of it as we were watching it, because
always, especially with underwater.
Exactly,
stuff.
Yeah, because
fuck.
Like whenever filmmaker deals with water, especially underwater sequences, it's always like filmmaking itself is already challenging. Now multiply
and then add
that.
This.
Yeah.
It's the reason why Little Mermaid's been taking so long.
Yeah.
To be in development.
Yeah.
Not that these are the same. Not that these is the same thing, but that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
This water complicates things a lot.
Yeah, and now in this movie, it's like with James Cameron's The Abyss, for example. Like that there was still a lot of light in that movie, in those underwater sequences. Most of it was artificial from the facilities around them.
Yeah.
But it was still a very well lit underwater set. This is
not.
Yeah, no. And that's
not by a god. I mean, you're in the bottom of the fucking ocean. It's not going to be lit by a long shot.
No, it's not. And that was one of the things I appreciated about sticking around for the Q&A for, was
hearing that.
Yeah, we got some answers for that, because I thought, it's also a CGI heavy movie.
Yeah.
So, like, it'd be very easy to do dry wet and accomplish this on just a dry set and add in CG elements to make it look underwater.
I feel like the CGI almost helped make the movie, like how dark everything was, and helped make the CGI not look as, like, the creatures didn't look fake.
Yeah.
Nothing looked like it was CGI.
Yeah. Like we clearly know that the creatures are fake just because they don't exist, and
how they move. You can tell it's not a costume. It's not like what Aliens was, where that was a guy in a fucking costume. You could tell by the way that he moved.
But like the scene where Vincent Cassel and Kristen Stewart get dragged away by one of them, and they're just kind of holding on to one of these anchor points, and then a creature is just checking them out from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
That was brilliant, I thought. Like, the creature looked great. It was moving fantastically in a way that was believable and scary.
I was genuinely, like, and it takes a while, it takes a lot for a horror movie to actually put me there, but I was actually on the edge of my seat. I don't know if it's because I'm also, like, not freaked out by water, but just like, holy shit, I couldn't imagine dying that way.
Yeah.
Like, drowning.
Yeah.
And then one guy, like, full-blown exploded because of the pressure.
Yeah, he kind of sacrificed himself by using a helmet that he knew was not okay.
Yeah.
And imploded because of all the pressure that was put on him. Yeah.
The coolest death was T.J. Miller's death.
Yeah.
Was getting ripped from the bottom of the fucking suit by a creature, and then you just see the blood. Yeah. Oh, it was great. Like, it was such a cool scene.
Squeezing against the helmet inside, and it was brutal.
The whole movie was really breathtaking.
Mm.
That's a strong word, but it really was. No, it looked so good.
Yeah.
Like, the whole, from start to finish, there wasn't a moment that I thought that, like in a horror movie, it's really easy to be like, ooh, that doesn't look. Saw. Let's talk about that. You can definitely tell and be like, that's not, no.
Yeah.
No, stop. But this, I didn't have any of those moments. I wasn't picking it apart.
Right.
Like you can do with those movies, because it's so fucking easy. They make those deaths comical.
Like, they're supposed to be cartoonish in that. Or, like, they weren't supposed to be, but they turned out to be, and then they just ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they know.
Yeah.
They know that it's gore porn. Like, that's...
Well, like, I think what helps sell the horror, especially the creature horror later in this movie, is that it sets you up with very real, dangerous tension in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I saw you curling up in your seat when they had to crawl through that tight space.
Nope, because I don't do that well.
Yeah. Like, again, the facility is collapsing around them, imploding around them.
And they definitely put you, where they had the camera, they definitely put you in that seat.
Yeah.
And they definitely took you on that ride going through that tight ass hole.
Yeah.
Nope, ain't no way in hell. Nope, I just die. I would just die.
Just leave me here. I'm okay with this.
There's a lot of horror movies that I think I could survive.
Yeah.
Not this.
Oh yeah, no, I would be
Texas
insta-dead.
Chainsaw Massacre. No, I got that.
Just like,
we can do this.
Run in one direction for a while.
Oh.
But there's nowhere to go. There is no escaping. You have to be smart.
Like you can't get up. Like, what are you gonna do? Swim?
Yeah.
You can't do this.
Like the suits that they're in are manufactured to withstand the pressure of the entire ocean being on top of you. You're not going to float to the top with that.
No.
Like,
because you'd have to literally swim because they're made to like stay on the bottom. You're not made to float in those things.
Yeah.
No, this horror movie was a lot.
Yeah.
it took me through a ride that I wasn't necessarily okay with.
Yeah.
But I loved it at the exact same time because I like when a horror movie can actually put you in that seat. Shit. It was bad. It was a lot. The whole movie was
It was bad in a good way.
Yeah, it was bad in a good way.
Yeah. Like it
made me uncomfortable.
It's very tense.
Ugh.
Even before you get to the creature stuff.
These motherfuckers don't get a break.
Yeah.
At all.
Like, it doesn't even... One of the things that I initially had a problem with was you don't even get to see all these characters just being characters before the conflict starts.
They're immediately into shit.
Yeah. Like that was one of the cool things about Alien, and what helped Alien was that you saw these characters interacting with each other before there was any conflict.
Yeah.
And it helped, sell the emotions when they were eventually picked off one by one.
Yep.
Because you cared about them.
And Sigourney Weaver, as she was, she was the last one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In this, I think there were a couple reasons why they decided not to do that. One, it's jarring and exciting to immediately throw your audience into this situation.
Maybe they knew they were also going to be compared to aliens.
Exactly, yeah. That was my number two.
I think that's why they killed her off, too.
They wanted to avoid that immediate comparison.
We're going to have to not do certain things.
Yeah, we're just going to go and kill the sequel.
Because even the fucking, when they showed the baby,
yeah,
I don't know what else to call it.
I'd call it a baby, yeah.
And I was like, that looks like an alien.
Yeah.
Like that.
Very
you could tell.
Alien.
Because it didn't have any eyes. You could tell by the small mouth.
Yeah.
And then you could tell by the head shape that it kind of looked like an alien.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of looked like what they look like.
Looked like a chest burster.
I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that same fucking movie.
The fact that they also pulled it out of a corpse.
Yeah.
A corpse's ribcage.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's wearing its influence on its sleeve. Like, it's very clearly throwing homages to its inspirations.
And I love when you can definitely tell when a director or a writer is inspired by another thing.
Yeah.
Because we all love movies. It's the whole reason why they're fucking in that business to begin with. And then you throw those little hints and nods that way.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was intentional at all, but...
Yeah. Well, I also don't think that little creature was a baby of the main creatures. Like, I think it was a separate species.
Maybe. It just looked like a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Like, it looked... And when I say that, people know what people know what I mean. It looks like the aliens from Alien.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
The thing that
Not just a random alien.
Talking about this whole time.
Yeah. That moment, I was like, oh man, are they all gonna look like that?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Because I was really liking the movie, and then I saw that. I thought that was going to be the turning point moment, and I'm grateful that it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay, that was another one of my problems was in that scene, though. So, T.J. Miller and this other actor whose name I also forget.
We also have to talk about T.J. Miller, but keep going.
Okay, so they both volunteered to go out because there might be survivors in one of these like underwater elevators.
Yeah.
And they have to go see if they can save another soul. So they go out.
Doesn't seem like T.J. Miller's type to go out there and save another person.
Yeah. So they go out, they suit up, they pressurize, they go out, they're exploring. It's very tense. There's a lot of POV stuff from their on-suit cameras.
Yeah.
And when the creature attacks T.J. Miller, the other guy shoots it with a gun that I had not seen before he pulled it out. Like, there was no mention of this. There was no, hey, make sure to bring out the gun in case, like, a giant octopus attacks you or something.
Yeah.
And, like, also, they were going out on a rescue mission. Were they going to shoot the survivors? And, like, what kind of gun is it, too, that operates 7 miles beneath the ocean?
It looked like a nail gun.
It kind of looked like a nail gun. which would not work like that. But anyway,
No.
that's one of my nitpicky things.
Nail guns, you have to pull a thing, and then horror movies also.
And then it goes like out for a couple inches and then drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horror movies always get that wrong.
Yeah.
When it comes to a nail gun. Now, if you press it up against somebody's skull, then yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Then
more than hurt, depending on where if you did it like right in the fucking temple, it's gonna get to your, you know where the brain is and stuff. So, T.J. Miller.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that there are rape accusations against T.J. Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was a thing. And so, that's why I thought that they were going to fire him from Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
But he also called in a fake bomb threat. I thought we were on this whole, like, big thing about not hiring actors who do...
shitty stuff.
Yeah,
like,
accused of sexual assault in 2017.
Yeah. Like I think that was that story that broke because Deadpool 2 had already come out or was just about to come out.
Well, it wasn't even that. Like they had already filmed, I think. It was still like 6 months out.
Yeah. But the producers had announced that he would not be invited back for Deadpool 3.
Yeah. Because of that. And so there's no fucking way that they started filming this before then, right? There's no way.
I don't know. It could also be contractual obligations with the studio.
Like he could have you made that same comment because I was really questioning it the entire time when I was watching it.
Like, why are you here? Yeah, like sometimes contracts between actors and studios, they go beyond franchises.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp with the Harry Potter with that Harry Potter movie. Loosely saying Harry Potter movie, but you know what I'm talking about. But it was the same situation. They already had him under contract and everything, and then all that Amber Heard stuff came out, which is also all still fuzzy to me. Yeah. Of there are so many different sides to that story, and But anyways, that kind of that puts me off a little bit.
Yeah.
You still hiring T.J. Miller whenever. One, he called in a fake fucking bomb threat. Yeah,
that was the big thing, because I've never really been a fan of T.J. Miller or his style of comedy, and then, like, sometime after that one Transformers movie he was in, some news broke that he got drunk in London and called in a fake bomb threat on a train, and, like, what kind of piece of shit does that?
Who the fuck does that?
That's not comedy, that's not a prank.
That's not funny.
That's terror.
Yeah, you just,
Yeah. And then, like, 2-ish years later, the allegations came about.
It broke in 2017.
And if all that isn't enough, he also made the Emoji Movie. So
no, I'm trying to talk about actual real things.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Them still hiring him, given
like my whole thing with allegations. I believe that you need to believe the victim.
Yeah.
And part of believing the victim is instigating an investigation.
Yeah.
And they could have made this movie while he was still being investigated, or no official investigation could have been launched.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very complicated situation with anything like that.
It is.
Yeah. It is. You should absolutely believe the victim. You should absolutely launch an investigation on that. But should someone be completely out of work before or while an investigation is going on?
Are you guilty? Because you're not guilty until proven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what our justice system is built on, or should be built on, is, innocent until proven guilty. But the other side of that so many women face is that they are liars until proven truthful at the same time.
Exactly.
The industry, Hollywood, is at such a weird time where all this stuff is finally coming out against all these powerful figures in Hollywood, and not so powerful figures in Hollywood too.
Oh, fuck you, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. And nobody really knows how to handle these sort of situations yet. Well, we've got a contract with you, but it's going to make us look bad if you're in our movie, so you're fired. Or we're just not going to talk about this, and if something comes up after we've wrapped filming, we'll issue a statement.
Yeah, because he wasn't even at the Q&A that we watched.
At the Q&A, yeah. Nobody talked about him at the Q&A either. His name was never mentioned.
Like, they kept his name off of there pretty...
And he was one of the top billed actors, too.
Exactly. So I wonder what the fuck actually went on. It's all really weird. Yeah. And I get being between a rock and a hard place, and I don't know. That's the only thing that really kind of puts me off about the movie.
I think T.J. Miller is objectively a piece of shit, if only for the train incident, and then you throw in the sexual abuse allegations, which should be investigated.
The victim remained anonymous, but she came out during when the Me Too movement happened. I don't know much about this story. All I know is that T.J. Miller and his wife denied everything, and
that's what they do. Only
that's what they
of course.
There's the whole story's out there, and it's pretty fucking violent. So I'm not gonna actually talk about that part.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Do with it what you will whenever you're watching this movie. Because I really don't know any of the backstory. I'm just really kind of curious. So maybe if somebody does know, if anybody knows like the timeline of maybe the movie had been filmed before that, or maybe I don't know. Like
I think it is contractual obligations that had Miller involved in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, he signed up for some small picture over there, and a part of that was, you'll be in 3 other movies that we want you to be in. That's my guess. I think that's the most logical guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I get, because they did not mention him at all during that Q&A, and I don't know.
They talked about Vincent Cassel a lot. He wasn't there, but they talked about him a lot. Nobody mentioned
T.J. Miller's name at all. So I don't know. Yeah. That's the only thing that has me a little bit weirded out, because I'm a big I don't support abusers. Yeah. Just don't, especially when it's a situation like this. But I also don't believe in cancel culture. But that's a different story. This is a different situation. Rape gets involved, and no. There's no forgiveness there. Yeah. So do we forgive a film studio for still hiring said person? And because if you're hiring said person, that means you're okay with it. And like, you're cool with them doing these things.
Yeah. I think that goes without saying, even without allegations, because rape is...
You supporting fucking abuse by hiring this person doesn't make me want to support your fucking movie.
Well, like, rape culture has been the darkest spot in the industry since its inception 100 years ago. Yeah. And like, that for so many decades, that was just like, oh, well, don't go to parties with that guy because he'll slip you something, and then something will happen and your career will be over. Or if you want your career to start, you got to show me your loyalty. Stuff like that. Like, that was all just, it was hush hush. You don't talk about it, but it's a huge part of the job.
Hollywood's just a fucking mess when it comes to stuff like this. And so that's the only thing about this movie that makes me question it. Because I don't know the full...
you don't know the whole story behind that.
No. And because I don't want to support a movie that supports a guy like that. And I don't want to do that on a podcast that we're a part of, because that means that we're also supporting something in a weird way. If we're talking, I don't know. That situation just bothers the shit out of me. So do with that what you will. See the movie for Kristen Stewart.
Maybe cheer when T.J. Miller gets killed.
Maybe.
But maybe.
There's that argument of separate the art from the artist. Like, you can still go back and like these movies because you've always liked these movies and still hate the fucking guy that's in it. Like when the Johnny Depp stuff broke out, Crybaby is one of my favorite movies to ever exist ever. And do I hate that movie now? It's the same thing with Harry Potter. We were having this conversation yesterday. Yeah. Do I hate it all now? Because fucking J.K. Rowling's a piece of shit. Yeah. So, like, it's all just very weird. And I guess it's all depending on what you're willing to be okay with. Yeah.
It's a whole big conversation.
It really is. And we're only just touching on it. And I'm probably saying all the wrong things as, normal. But do with that what you will, I guess, when you're seeing this movie in T.J. Miller. That situation. Because as soon as he showed up, I immediately, like, in my brain, I'm like, what? Because I didn't even realize he was in the fucking movie. They didn't show him in the trailer, Alec.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I can't remember seeing a trailer with him.
I don't remember that. If somebody else can prove me wrong, but I don't remember him being in the trailer. Yeah. I don't remember them showing his face. They just pretty much showed Kristen Stewart and then, like, some of the other characters. But, like, something had to have happened.
Yeah, I think so.
But do with that what you will. I still like the movie. I just wish I knew more about that situation. But do you have any final thoughts? when we ending on that note.
I mean, final thoughts. It's a fun movie. It's a tense movie. As far as January horror goes, January is always a bad month for horror. Like
January
just
kind of sucks for movies in general because everybody's now broke.
yeah.
Everybody's now broke and not really going out that much, and
Yeah, but like
January is always weird for horror movies or any movies in general.
I don't know. I think this is a fun little tense horror movie, and I look forward to what people have to say about it. I can see a lot of video essays being made about this for various reasons, either the movie itself or its inspirations from Ridley Scott and H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
I look forward to the possible little legacy that this movie might leave.
I don't know how much of a rewatch horror movie it'll be for me, but it's not like I still don't like it. But rewatchable, that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I rewatch horror movies all the time. They make me uncomfortable. But I don't know about this one. I think it was a good one-time moment, and I don't know if I'll buy it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out for a really cool steelbook.
All in all, I like the movie. The TJ, if anybody has any like information on that, because I keep trying to do my research and I'm not finding much. Let us know down in the comments below about that whole situation, that sticky situation that really sucks that it had to kind of taint this movie. Because all in all, it was a good movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm done. I'm off my soapbox, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
My rating, I think it's a solid 7 out of 10. It's a strong 7 out of 10.
I would give it an 8 out of 10 if I had... Again, I don't really like supporting movies that support...
Yeah.
Especially now, like Deadpool. Like, that was before all that came out. So, they're not really at fault.
Yeah.
But this is after. But maybe it got filmed beforehand. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's if I had more information on that, I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10, honestly. But I think I'm gonna have to agree with you and give it a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all I've got for today.
Alrighty, man.
All right.
Goodbye. Good luck. Thank you for listening to a Peaches and Scream podcast. My name is Ellie, and please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.